Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV and our trip down memory lane with the X-Files. We are on episode 18 of season 2. We've just finished our two-parter where Mulder had to be rescued and Scully kind of saved the day when she got there, realising that they were going to kill him unless they bring his temperature down because of whatever that damn virus thing was. So there's that. But he says it's given him renewed hope and renewed faith to push forward, to carry on, which is exactly what we want to hear, and it's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go and watch the next episode. What? It is an elephant! Well, that's not every day you see that. Exhausted. Maybe.
The construction worker who was killed had his spine crushed like a string of seashells.
Oh,
Circular abrasion on his torso and roughly the shape of an elephant's foot. If I was a betting man, I'd say that it was
an elephant.
An invisible elephant?
Yeah.
I saw David Copperfield make the Statue of Liberty disappear once. I've read about something called the Elephant Rebellion in zoos across the country, a high incidence of elephants turning on their keepers. Elephants are very big, very willful animals. Actually, what we're trying to determine is how Ganesha escaped.
Well, what did
She's in 24.
Said he found the cage locked, the same way he'd left it.
This is where Ganesha was held when she wasn't in her habitat.
It's weird.
Who has keys to this lock?
Only myself and Mr. Meacham. I disallowed their use when I came to work here.
Disallowed their use by whom?
It was Ed Meacham's practice. It reflected an old, non-progressive zoo policy.
These are incredibly spiritual creatures. Their rituals and behavior are linked to a past no man ever witnessed. Did you know they actually bury their dead? You want to see what she was run from? I'll show you.
Yeah, this. Oh, it's just horrible to watch.
This is a perfect example of man's imperialism over the animal kingdom.
Isn't it?
Craven impulse to turn animals into objects for our own selfish pleasure. All animals should run free.
Even if that means trampling a man to death?
Maybe he should have gotten out of the way.
Major UFO hotspot.
Weird fact, Mulder. No animal at Fairfield Zoo has ever brought a pregnancy to term.
Not a cub or a chick.
Oh.
I was right. I just followed the kid from the WAO to the zoo. He's just about to make it over the fence.
What the hell are you doing here?
There's a member of the WAO on the premises.
Come with me.
He's got his night vision in. What the hell is going on here? Oh, well, that's on camera. Something is literally Star Trekking them out of their cages.
You have no idea what he was doing at the zoo.
If a tiger killed this person, then it was a natural act.
Well, if I find evidence that he was releasing those animals under your orders, I'll make sure you spend the rest of your life behind bars.
Unless this is trick photography, that kid was killed by some kind of phantom attacker.
You saw his body, Mulder. That kid was mauled to death. He had deep claw marks on his chest and on his back.
I can't explain it either.
Literally, she's afraid of the light.
There you go.
Speaks to you? Over 600 words using American Sign
She's
Language.
seen
She
this
understands
happening.
over 1,000. Well, until recently, Sophie desperately wanted a baby. The brown object in the center is her expression of that.
There's evidence of hyperplasia and the corpus luteum is ruptured.
That's not possible.
Neither is an invisible elephant. And I think you'll find evidence of the same thing when your tiger returns.
You want to be responsible for another death, Miss Ambrose?
I think we can capture this cat without any harm to anyone.
Oh, hell. I had a gunshot.
What I had going for me was my position here, having a place for her. There's no chance those animals could get pregnant. No way.
What if they've been artificially inseminated?
Maybe.
That's an extremely fine and complex process. I would have known.
Unless it was done somewhere else.
Where?
What do you know about alien abduction? These animals that are being taken from locked cages are being returned roughly 2 miles west-southwest of the zoo.
Aliens impregnating zoo animals.
Yes, and harvesting the embryos.
Why?
Maybe their own Noah's Ark? To preserve the DNA of these animals that we're depleting to extinction? Whatever it is, that's probably the reason why you've never had a successful
Do you know
birth
what?
at
That
this
would
facility.
make perfect sense.
This is what she's so afraid of?
I believe she's pregnant. And she's afraid of them coming for her baby.
Sophie, do you want to leave here? She says, light, afraid. She said, baby, go flying light.
There you go.
I have nowhere else to take her.
Excuse me.
There we go.
Ambrose,
Served.
Yes?
I'm serving you with a court order to release a gorilla named Sophie into protective custody.
They've taken her into protective custody.
Let her go, Willa.
They're putting her in an iron cage as we speak, without bars, without windows.
They promise she'll be in a preserve.
She's mine, Kyle. I won't let her go.
Look, Willa, she doesn't belong to you. She's not your child.
It's okay, Sophie. It's okay, honey.
She's
Sophie.
freaking out.
Sophie. Don't worry. I'm with you. It happened exactly the way it did with the tiger. I heard the animals going crazy. I got out of bed to check on Sophie, and she was gone.
And you've been pushing this alien abduction angle.
I still am, but in this case, Willa's reactions are all wrong.
You mean to losing Sophie?
I think she knows where Sophie is, and Kyle Lang died because he knows what she's capable of. Put it down, Ed. There's been enough violence, don't you think?
I was only doing what she paid me to do.
Where's the animal, Ed?
Down the hall.
Okay, you show me where. We're gonna go there together. Come on.
She's thrown herself against the door. She's gone crazy.
She's scared.
Yeah? She's gonna kill herself. I think she's over in that corner over there.
Need to be really careful, man.
Hey, Meacham!
Really? You thought that was a good plan?
Mulder?
Perfect timing, Scully.
Mulder!
Where's Sophie?
Lie down. Can we get a paramedic in here?
Yes, ma'am. Meacham.
Ed Meacham's been arrested. We picked him up on the way to
She's
Boise.
gone.
That's how we found you here.
Where's Willa?
She's outside. She's going in to make a statement about Kyle Lang.
I gotta talk to her.
Where is she?
She's gone.
What did he do to her?
Wasn't Ed.
Nope.
She tried to tell me something. What is that?
That doesn't make any sense.
What does it mean?
Man save man.
Where is she?
Over there.
What happened here?
Animal got hit by a car. Ran off into the field.
Willa Ambrose and Ed Meacham have been charged with manslaughter for the death of Kyle Lang. And though the courts will rule on this matter and justice will no doubt be served, the pall of a greater tragedy remains. An act of alien conservation of animals we are driving hard toward oblivion? And if so, might it follow that our own fate and existence could finally be dependent on the conservatorship of an extraterrestrial race?
Damn. That was a thoroughly depressing episode. And I knew pretty much only a few minutes in there is no damn way this was going to get explained. I like Mulder's train of thought here as to is aliens and are they just because maybe time has no meaning to them or they can travel through it or whatever. They are observing mankind on this earth, seeing the catastrophic mistakes that we're making and horrific butchery of what we do to every other species on this planet, including our own. We are the only species who fuck over each other when it's not for survival? And are they just taking, in effect, equivalent of DNA, embryos, whatever, samples of other species that we're making extinct? They're not going by mistake, instinct by themselves. We're doing it until man assures his own destruction, and then they repopulate. It all starts over again. I don't know. It's a good theory though. I like it. And there is no way we're going to get an explanation of that. And I'm not going to delve into a debate on whether animals should be in captivity or zoos or left in the wild. I'm not going to get into that. All I'm going to say was it was a thoroughly depressing episode because I hate seeing animals being hurt of any kind. I can watch people get butchered to death all day long, but animals, no, because they're innocent. They can't have done anything. We're the ones who lie and cheat and kill and maim, and we know the story. I'm not going to get all deep. So there we go. Episode 8, was it 18? I think it was 18. I'll have to check. Yes, Fearful Symmetry. That was episode 18. The only plausible explanation is the one Mulder came up with. There is no plausible explanation. You know how difficult it is to have an animal procreate in captivity, and even harder for them to be artificially inseminated. So, what else could it be? You know, when you remove all of what's possible, whatever remains must be the truth. We know that one, don't we? Right. If you want to watch this full length, it will be available. All you need to do is check down in the description for you to go watch it over on Patreon, and you can also watch it right here on the channel. All you need to do is take a Wolf Channel membership by clicking the Join tab. And while we're at that, we now have a dedicated channel on our Discord server for any YouTube block content. If you find any episodes that have been blocked or missing in the playlists, you only need to check the Discord, and there will be external private links available as of from the last week or so. So I will see you for the next episode of X-Files very soon. If you enjoyed the video, guys, by all means, please give it a thumbs up. Post your comments down below as to what you think may have happened here, because I can't come up with any more theories than what he did. So there you go. I will see you for the next one very soon. If you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying the X-Files, I would appreciate it if you'd click that like and subscribe, and I will see you for episode 19 next. Take care.